Hello, my little ghosts and goblins, my spooks and monsters and pumpkins. Welcome to Deb's Den, the afternoon Halloween special. We may have creatures, we may have slitherers and creepy crawlies here for you this afternoon. If I were you, I would watch out, especially for skeletons that dance. This keeps coming up my lyrics. This is making me crazy. Whoa, 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 do your feet move kind of slow? In the pitch black dark of a cold black night, does your head feel toast and your throat feel tight? Say, 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 those ghosts might want to play. And it's nasty, nasty, it's a horrible sight when the skeletons dance at night. Ho, 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 the sound the cold wind blows, and you're not really sure if you're all alone with the snap of a twig or a crack of a bone. Hee, 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 those ghouls are on a spree, and they jump around with a horrible moan as they dance to a skeleton bone. And if you feel like something is sneaking up behind, well, you might be a snack for a clickety-clack if you dance where the skeletons do. See, 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 there's eyes up in that tree. You might tree, and you're long, long away from your cold, dark bed when you feel like a squeal or a feel instead. Whoa, whoa, woo, their heads all in a stew, 'cause you might have guessed or heard it said how the skeleton folks are fed. They get a great big cauldron they fill with grateful spite, and I won't say more even though you do implore, 'cause it is such a hideous sight. Zoom, 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 it's back to my own room, and I pull up the covers and I wrap myself tight, and I shake with the terrible fight. Roar, 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 behind my closet door. Oh, they always keep me awake at night when the skeletons dance at night. Clickety-clack, 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 clickety-clack. Whoa, 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 don't your feet move kind of slow? In the pitch black cold of a dark black night, does your skin feel loose, does your throat feel tight? Say, 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 those ghosts might want to play, and it truly is a horrible sight when the skeletons dance at night. Skeleton Dance by Mr. Seth Blair, a former Seattle musician now living in Wisconsin. Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and for the likes. Here, we're going to move right along into a little song about other things that go bump in the night. This is a true story about things that go bump on the night at my house. Give a shout out, say where you're listening from. I'm in Seattle. And this is called, well, I won't tell you what it's called, I'll give it away, but what does go bump in the night around here? There's a calico shadow that follows me wherever I go. There it will be, on silent feet, with a doleful stare. Calico shadow follows me everywhere. That calico shadow is set to pounce on anything that moves around, whether it be friend or enemy. That Calico Shadow, she's protecting me. What does she think? What does she see? When those green eyes stare at me, I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A Calico Shadow follows me about. That Calico Shadow once had me duped. Took a little ride down the laundry chute, but in an instant flashed back upstairs. That Calico Shadow gets in everywhere. What does she think? What does she see? When those green eyes stare at me, I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A Calico Shadow follows me about. What does she think? What does she see? When those green eyes stare at me, I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A Calico Shadow follows me about. My Calico Shadow is fast asleep, tucked in a ball down at my feet, but I don't dare breathe or start to stir, or that shadow just might wake and purr. What does she think? What does she see? When those green eyes stare at me, I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A Calico Shadow follows me about. Calico Shadow is fast asleep, tucked in a ball down at my feet, but I don't dare breathe or start to stir, or that shadow just might wake and purr. What does she think? What does she see? When those green eyes stare at me, I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A Calico Shadow follows me about. A Calico Shadow follows me about. That Calico Shadow, she's the cat's meow. Calico Shadow, written about my cat, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea, she was quite the something else. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, what do we have here? Oh yeah, this is an old song about a sad place. Very sad place. Down in the 20s, down in New Orleans. They didn't have the medical care we have today. This place is called St. James Infirmary by Cab Calloway. I went down to old Joe's barroom, the corner of the square. They were serving drinks as usual, and the motley crowd was there. My side stood old Joe Kennedy. Well, his eyes were bloodshot red. told me his sad story. These were the words he said. I went down to St. James Infirmary and I saw my baby there. She was stretched out on a cold white table, so fine, so fair. Let her go, let her go, let her go, wherever she may be. She can hurt the whole wide world over, never find another man like me. I got 16 cold white horses to draw that rubber-tired hack, 17 miles to the graveyard, but my baby ain't coming back. So now you know my story. I'll have another shot of booze, and if anyone ever asks you, I got the St. James Infirmary blues. Well, if anyone ever asks you, I've got the St. James Infirmary blues. St. James Infirmary by Gab Galloway. Hello, Peter and Steve. Glad to see you here. Welcome to the afternoon show. Midnight for you, or 11. Are you late? You're late. Well, speaking of the UK, I'm thinking something that might have to do with toast. Hi, Sarah. Something to do with toast or wedding rice or cult movie classics. Of course, many people who don't know that this was originally a London Broadway musical starring Mr. Tim Curry, and may have something to do with science fiction, monsters, building a creature? We don't know. Michael Rennie was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They were caught in a celluloid jam. At a deadly pace, it came from outer space, and this is how the message ran. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Oh, at the late night double feature picture show. I knew Leechy Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Jeanette Scott fight a Trifford at spit poison and kills. Dana Andrews said prunes, gave him the runes, and pressing them used lots of skills. But when worlds collide, said George Poitou his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. late night double feature picture show. Science fiction double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet at the late night double feature picture show. By RKO, I'm in the back row. Ooh, picture show. How'd you do there? I see you've met my faithful handyman. Yes, Rocky Horror Picture Show, science fiction double feature. It's the opening number. Hey, Habit, nice to see you. Hello, Amanda Mason. Thanks for tuning in. This is the second show of my triple Halloween feature. We had one at 11, there's one right now, and there'll be one again at 7 p.m. my time. Absolutely. Okay. Well, speaking of spooks and goblins, that reminds me of the moon. You can fall in love by the moon. You could be bitten by a werewolf at the moon. Spooked by the moon. But I think I'll choose the love part. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance 'neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling, the sound of the breezes that blow. And my heart, it hears your calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And when the night touches you, just whisper and blush, and the moon's soft light seems to shine in your blush, shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know that the timing is just right, 'cause straight into my arms you will come. And when you come, oh, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. Then and there all my dreams will come true, dear. Then and there I will make you my own. And then the night's magic seems to shimmer and hush, and all that soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush, shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in the skies. A fantabulous night to make romance 'neath the cover of October skies. And all my dreams on the fields are going to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I know I hear the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And the night's magic seems to whisper and hush, and all that soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush, shine in your blush. Can I just have one more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Ooh. Moondance by Van Morrison. Oh my goodness, Steve, yes, do you know that I have that exact LP? And I mean the London cast, not the LP most of my friends, little friends here in the United States had the one from the movie. And then they would come to my house and look at my album and go, but you have a different album cover. And I said, yes, because this is the London Broadway cast. My Uncle Hamilton gave it to me. And oh, thanks, Peter. I see that you're on YouTube. The Wicked London Theater. Oh my God. Wicked. Oh my goodness, Wicked's great. I should learn some Hickens. Hey Hobbit, what do you have to say? St. James Infirmary. No, it goes way back before Cab Calloway. It's a bunch of stuff strung together. Anyway, hi Mandy. And then Sarah, you've got me up on your TV. Oh, thanks for sets. Actually the second set, but if it's the first set, it's the first set for you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, bye-bye, glad some folks are tuning in. What time do I have? Okay, let's see if I can pull this one off. My program is doing something so strange. It keeps giving me multiple windows, and then I can't see because all the windows cover everything up. There's two of me on screen now over here. Maybe it's the skeleton crew. Skeleton crew, I just cracked myself up. I just capped myself up. Most people think George Benson did this one, but it's a Leon Russell song. Are we really happy in this lonely game we play? Looking for the right words to say, searching but not finding understanding anyway. We're lost in this masquerade, both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together at the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try to understand the reasons why we carry on this way, we're lost in a masquerade. Try both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try to understand understand the reasons that we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade. Do. We could just start on over, but it's so hard to do. Yeah, when you're lost in a masquerade. Mr. Leon Russell from the Carney album. I've got that LP too. What did Sarah say? Oh, you saw your first, you didn't see the first set. You didn't say hello. I thought I was all by myself. Well, my husband was watching. He doesn't usually pop on, but he popped on. Sweetheart that he is. Well, what do we got here? I can't see anything on this screen. I need new contact lenses. See, every time I click, I get another window. Well, okay, so Ecamm updated itself. That happens. Okay. Trick-or-treat candy buckets are open. Throw all your candy in there. Well, some of your candy tips appreciated and donations keep these shows going. The Neighborly Bunch show and the 3 shows today that, despite losing some words here and there and playing occasional wonky chords, I have been practicing for. So I appreciate the energy exchange. Thank you so much. Well, I think we're going to end with this one on this set, and then there'll be another show at 7, which I'm going to give you a little warning. It's the devil set. The devilish set. Or as my husband says, devilish set. Just may involve wearing just a little bit of red at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Here's a song that you all know from high school or more by Wilson Pickett. Monster Mash. Thank you for watching. Well, I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from the slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. Caught on in a flash. He did the mash, mash, mash. Did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They did the mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They did the monster mash. When the zombies were having fun, the party had just begun, and the guest included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. And the scene was rockin', all were digging the sounds, with Igor on chains backed by his big hounds, and the Clifford Bangers about to relive with their work vocal group. The Crypt Kicker 5 played the mash. They played the monster mash. It was a smash. It was a graveyard smash. It was a smash. It was the monster mash. It was the mash, 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 mash. And out of his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. It seems he was troubled by just one thing. I can't read this. I'm troubled. Just one thing, and that was meant for him. And tell him Boris sent you. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a smash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a smash, 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 smash. Ooh, 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 ooh. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. It was a smash. A graveyard smash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They did the mash. Everybody sing. We did the mash. We did the monster mash. We did the mash. We're such a graveyard smash. We did the mash. We did the monster mash. We did the mash, 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 mash. Studio fade out on 4. We did the mash. The mash was a monster bash. It was a mash. Monster mash. I hate the new Mac update. It's a spooky one. It doesn't work like the old one, the Sonoma or whatever I'm on. But that's okay, because they'll upgrade it again and it'll be better. Thank you for tuning in to me and the skeleton crew doing their skeleton thing. And I'll be back in 4 hours with my little devilish set. That's a hint. Oh, thank you. Oh, Steve, you have to... I have the MASH 45. It's a bit scratchy now. Monster MASH, I did the scratch. I don't have that one. But Howling Hobbit, thank you. Oh, so what? I am very happy you're here. I shall see you all. Take care out there. Remember to keep it kind. Fill the buckets of little trick-or-treaters. Don't trick them. They have a hard life. And you can fill my tip. My bucket is too. All tips appreciated very much. Thank you so much. We'll see you at 7 p.m.